Hey everybody, it's Shadowstar and Crystal here for another review of The Flash. This time it's the Season 3 finale.
Well, Barry's gone.
Barry's gone. Well, that's just your standard cliffhanger, whatever.
The HR's dead.
Fucking Iris. Iris isn't dead, guys. We've let the worst character in the show live, so the best character in the show can die. This is Season 3, my friends.
He was kind of hinting at it in the previous episode, how he felt like he had no purpose, or like he felt like he didn't belong.
Well, of course, they had to set it up in the previous episode, which, there's two things that were set up in the previous episode that would explain it. Because, one, when we saw the future, Iris wasn't wearing her ring, and she took off her ring before all that happened. Plus, and it was never Iris in the first place. But at what point did the timeline change is what I want to know. Remember, the timeline was changed by signified by checking the paper and seeing the name. So, at what point was it solidified? That's the problem with timelines. It should have been solidified from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Oh well, these things never make any sense.
Why the hell would Iris allow that?
Because she's selfish. She just wants to live, and she'll let HR take her place. Unlike some of the other heroes who don't let people die for them, Iris isn't that noble. She gets to live, so the other people on the internet can be obsessed with her for no apparent reason.
I mean, it's not like she straight up went along with it. We saw the flashback how HR went and he turned into her, and then he said to Killer Frost, hey, you want me? I'm Iris. Come get me.
I will say it was good foreshadowing because we've seen that device once when HR introduced it, and in the previous episode when we used ourselves to disguise as ourselves as Lila. So it's clever that we did that last episode to remind yourself that the device exists.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, a lot of people did say as soon as that device was invented, they knew, okay, it's got to come back somehow in a more significant way, and there it was.
Yeah.
So, don't get me wrong, there are good moments in this episode, like, Gypsy comes back and we get to see Cisco and Gypsy fight Killer Frost.
Yeah.
Or we get to see, Jay, Wally, and Barry fighting Savitar as they're running through the trees. That was a cool sequence.
And in the end, Killer Frost betrayed Savitar.
But not before killing the Black Flash. This, once again, my friends, is another reason why certain websites and apps on the internet can't get their timeline straight. So many people put the Legends finale after this episode. But Killer Frost killed the Black Flash. God, how hard is it to make a list, people? I know it can be exhausting and you gotta...
Well, what if she killed the Black Flash and then Sarah, using the spear, not knowing she killed it, said, put the Black Flash right here?
That works, but this makes more sense.
Yeah, but Sarah didn't know it was dead. All Sarah knew was she wanted to tell the spear to bring the Black Flash here to get rid of Eobard.
True, we don't know exactly how it happened, so whatever. See, here's the thing. Sarah, I know this is a legend thing, but quickly, Sarah said she only did one thing, to power the spear. So how did the Black Flash get there? My theory is that the Damien, who's still sitting in Doom World, said, right, I still want to get rid of Eobard. Let's go unlock the door now that he's not around.
Oh, yeah.
That's my headcanon and I'm sticking with it.
All right.
But yeah, back to this episode at hand, there was cool sequences with this bunch of speedsters fighting. Gotta love a bunch of speedsters fighting. Cisco and Gypsy teaming up, which is great. So, those are the good scenes. The bad scenes is HR dying, and then sure, we had a sad funeral, but other than that, they act so happy. Oh, we did it, Iris is saved. Guys, HR's dead, you selfish idiots.
Yeah, and you know what? I know he went by HR while he was here, but you could have put the name Harrison Wells on his grave because the world already thinks Harrison Wells is dead. And there probably was no grave that said Harrison Wells because probably no one bothered to make one.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have been able to put such a happy grave and have drumsticks next to it.
True.
Yeah. Wasn't his full name like Harrison Randolph something or whatever?
Well, he took that name because he was working with a guy called Randolph.
Whatever. But yeah, and of course, so yeah, with Jay free, we need somebody to go into Speed Force prison, and that's where Barry comes in, and he goes off because we've got to have our cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But then, other than that, we spend a good chunk of the episode before all the cool scenes sitting around talking to Savitar, wasting our time, achieving nothing. You could claim they're stalling for time, but who knows? But either way, yeah, we just kind of did nothing. So, but then again, that's the case with a lot of Flash finales. Is we stand around discussing what we should or shouldn't do. Should we go back in time? Should we race soon? What do we do about Savitar?
Yeah. It was last time, I wasn't sure when the episode would end and where they would split it off. There are some things that I thought would be in the finale.
No, I always knew it splits off before the reveal of HR, which is, again, as I said, has got to be the greatest cliffhanger if, like, you were watching this in real time and you had a week of waiting and anticipating and guessing and discussing online. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was, yeah. But unfortunately, HR's gone. Caitlin doesn't want to quite come back to the team. She's still kind of half Caitlin, half Killer Frost.
Yeah, like she's not a total heartless killer, but she doesn't want to go back to being Caitlin.
Yeah, so, yeah, HR's gone, and Barry's gone, and Caitlin's gone. So, yeah, we've lost quite a few team members.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, and of course Tracy's gone, because, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Tracy.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. That being said, this is a tough one. There were some cool scenes, but there's a lot in this episode that pisses me off. It's like, while there's some cool scenes, I feel like this episode exemplifies some of the worst aspects of Season 3. Like I've said, I don't hate Season 3 a lot, but I think some of the bits near the end really piss me off. Like, the beginning stuff, like I said, when we're not... Season 3 has a lot of cool stuff, like, you know, giving us Wally, giving us Killer Frost, giving us a lot of cool things like that. Those are the good bits of Season 3. The bad bits are a lot of the stuff with Savitar, and all of the problems could be solved if Barry just used his brain. Because, like we said, Savitar only exists because he takes a time remnant. Even if he kills Iris, he just has to say, no, I won't make a time remnant. And then he won't be there to kill Iris. You fixed it if you just use your brain. And Savitar wouldn't exist without Flashpoint, which, again, Barry had no brain.
Yeah.
I
think I'll just go 8.5.
I'm going to give it an 8. And I'm really boosting it because of those really cool fight scenes. It could have been so much better.
Yeah.
This is a really weak finale. The finales in Flash do get better, and contrary to popular belief, I actually really enjoy Season 4. A lot of people don't. I do. So I'm excited, because I actually remember liking 4 more than 3.
Yeah, I remember. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, Barry's into Speed Force, Caitlin is gone, and there's a lot of fun stuff that's going to happen in Season 4. But until then, we'll see you next time for Season 4 of Flash and other things as well. See you next time, guys.